What's up, guys? You guys got in nice and early. Who do we got in first, second, and third? Let me see. All messages. We got Connie in first. Matt Man in second. Kyle in third. Let's do a fourth and a fifth. Do we have a fourth? We have fourth. We have Om Singh. And who else do we have? Amy. What's up, Amy? How you guys doing? Guys, I'm not gonna catch up to the messages. I wanna experiment a little today. I wanna put up some questions on, because I have so many questions. Hang on, let me make sure that this is good. I have so many questions, and I'll tell you, there's the things that I go through on my end to put together these questions, because some of them I know will cause religious issues if we discuss it, where I feel like it'll take too long and I'm not going to be able to keep up with the chat. So I'm going to post these questions. I'll try to get to all the messages, but this is just kind of like experimental. One thing that I do ask of all the mods guys, if you could just greet everybody. Like if new people do come in, just acknowledge them, say, hey, what's up, or hi, whatever. This way, you know, we don't lose the audience. But I kind of want to keep the show going, you know, like I want to keep it, and you guys can help me do that. If you do, I'd really appreciate that. But let me try to, what's up, Connie, Matt, Kyle. I got some money coming in tomorrow. You guys want to go shopping with me for it? Good for you, Matt, brother. You deserve it, man. I need to pin Matt on the bottom here. Let's pin this one. Om Singh in the house. That's double trouble. Coffee for you. Okay, guys. Let me start putting up the stuff now, all right? So remember, I'm not going to be able to get to all the comments. I just want to experiment with this, just this one day, see how far we can get, see if it's more interesting this way, all right? As you guys know, this is an evolving channel. I'm still new to all of this. So I want to see where it goes. Let's see. Okay, hang on. Let me see. Maybe I could use an emoji to. Eventually. Okay, hang on. Let me change this word to soon. Guys, if my question doesn't make too much sense, please ask me, but I have to shorten it just so that I could fit it in here. Soon it will be mandatory to wear gear to protect from sun. Okay, let's try this one first. Do you think we'll ever get to this time where we need to wear protective gear to protect ourselves from the sun? Because as you guys know, I mean, I hang out in the sun often, like every year, but I noticed that it's just getting worse and worse. So I'm curious to know what you guys think, because it just, I don't know if it's just me, but do you feel like the sun's rays are getting more and more harmful? While you guys answer that question, I am going to get down to business, start reading, get some money coming in tomorrow, food shopping, Aldi, Om Singh, shopping, come now. Got Amy in the house, so Amy's going bikini shopping. Ban me, I'm one of the best customers. Let's see, who else else did I got here? JIK in the house. Shalom. Golden Knight. What's up, brother? Trish in the house. What's up, Trish? Little Nikki in the house. What's up, Little Nikki? MST. What up, fam? Vipul Plays. NT9 Edits. What's up? Can I eat? We got Pramod. We got Eknelis. Soham. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram to all of you. And Aapka Swagat. Catherine Lutinsky. Moo. So guys, I know some of you joined in later. APM boys, I'm sorry to hear that you have cancer. I hope you do fight it and you do beat it. And my prayers are with you. Shani, what's up? Welcome. Aman, I'm doing well. How are you? How's your day going? Guys, I'm doing something a little different today for those of you who joined in late. I'm going to try to get to every message, but there's a good chance that I'm not going to be able to. If you could just greet the people that do come in. We do get a lot of new people in here, but I want to keep the questions going. I want to kind of focus on that because I do have a ton of questions, but I never get through the questions only because I'm busy keeping up with the chat. But I kind of want to keep it like stimulating. So I just want to experiment with that, see how it goes. Shani, I'm up. Hey, Manisha Devi, aap kaise ho? Eknelis, false because you want to wear gear or plant trees to maintain the environment. You know so much having a strike. All right. Hardik Bhai, are your teeth really white or are those veneers? No, those are my real teeth. Those are my real teeth. Except for this back one right here, which is a crown. But what's up, Vipul? I'm fine, G. Shani, it's me. Are you going to watch the game today? I'm going to try to. All right, so we got 12 votes on there and we got 12 people on here. So 67% of you agree, I mean, that it is going to be essential to wear protective gear. Because you could, as you could tell, I don't know where you are on this planet, but I feel like it is getting warmer or hotter. The rays just seem stronger. I feel like the cancer rates have also gone up. The skin cancer rates have gone up. So I do feel, what's up, Sublime? Hey, Only Dick, Vartika, what's going on, Vartika? I'm doing well, how are you? But I do feel that at some point in the near future, the rays are going to, in Florida, it's a must, yeah. You remind me of Jeff Goldblum. I am Jeff Goldblum, Emo Fox. I'm just taking a break from Hollywood. I'm done with Jurassic Park and all that stuff. But back to the question. So I do feel like year by year, it's just getting warmer and warmer. You could feel these rays. Like I'm brown, guys, and still like I get sunburn, you know, like it's getting that bad. So I'm sure you guys feel it as well, but imagine that in the near future, let's just say 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, where we're wearing full body suits when we go outside, where we have to cover our head, cover our body just to go outside, otherwise we get burnt. Because just imagine, like if the cancer rates skyrocketed, right? Obviously, that's when it would get everyone's attention, right? Where everyone's going to take more precaution with the sun. He sounds and looks like him. Uganda, shout out to Uganda, Image Church, welcome. But yeah, so I just feel like at some point it's going to get to that stage with what's going on. Like, and before I never used to believe in like the whole greenhouse, global warming and all that stuff. But I don't know, it's got to be impacting something, right? All the pollution that we're putting out there into the world. Have you noticed people's shoes are melting this summer? I didn't even notice that, man, but I wouldn't be surprised by that. But I know like tires are wearing out faster due to the heat. Funky, are your Vans melting? But yeah, it's really doing some damage. I don't know how it is in India. In India, how is the heat out there? Is it getting progressively worse each year? Where like the sun is just beaming down on you. Yesterday you were Sundar Pichai, today you're Jeff Goldblum. Yes, I'm a man of many faces, my friend. Sublime, LeBron or Jordan? I'm gonna go with Jordan, man. OG Jordan for sure, man. All right, guys, time for the next question. We got 17 votes, which is awesome that thing is moving. Salutations, chat mods and HS. How's everyone's day going? Remember to like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm to give more eyes to the channel. Thank you, Lord Zebra. Appreciate that, man. I do want to pin it, but before I do, I am going to pin that. Guys, we only have 10 people in here right now, so I'm going to hold off on that Matt, the Matt pitch, the Matt Man pitch. I have, so I'm going to put this right here for now. And then when I have more people, more eyes in here, then I'm going to do the Matt Man pitch. Google CEO, yes, Kevin, that's me. Trying to keep it on the down low key, but somehow you guys have found me. I have sunscreens going out the sun sometimes, pale blisters. Yeah, it's bad. And you know what the worst part is? 229 MST. Thank you for hitting me up with that code. I got to give you some Google points. In India, the temperature was 45 degrees. That is crazy, man. Yeah, these UV rays, they're scary, guys. They are scary stuff. We have 22 votes on there now, but it's scary to think that in the not so distant future, we all are going to be suiting up in the summer. Can you envision that, guys? Can you imagine that that's going to be the norm? It's pretty crazy, right? What's up, Valhalla? Okay. On to the next question, guys. So just to conclude this one, soon it will be essential to wear protective gear to protect from the sun. 62% of you agree, 38% of you say false. I'm curious to know, for the people who say false, why you say false. I mean, isn't it kind of obvious that it's just getting worse and worse annually? And I'm not lecturing you. I don't know. We don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I think it's a guaranteed fact that we're going to have to wear it at some point. Anything that is not AI and robots in the future, I might be okay with. Emo Fox, you know that's the direction we're headed, right? Ada Mary, what's going on, Ada Mary? Welcome to the live stream. And Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, and Aapka Swagat to everyone joining us from India. Okay, on to the next question, guys. Thank you all for answering the question. I'm a hard laborer, interlock sod, roofing, landscaping, so I'm used to the heat, but I'm also weatherproofing and snow removal too in the winter. I love all weather. Yeah, but Lord, what's your, Lord Zebra, what do you think about this? Did you say true or false? We said Patiam. Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I love dosa and chutney. So do I. I love dosa and chutney, man. And idli sambar, forget about it. That's the good stuff. Welcome to the live stream. I will have 360 robot with my foot. I said false. Oh, really? You don't think so? You work outdoors and you don't feel like it's getting progressively worse every year. Other people might need it, but not me. Okay, so you do agree that it may be essential in the near future, not too distant future. Other people, yeah. Next question. Okay, Sublime says next question. Thank you all for voting. I just want to take a screenshot of this because I want to do the same question on my night stream and see. I want to see the difference I get between both of them. Okay, I got that one. Now I'm going to move on to the next question, ladies and gentlemen. If I could find it. Let's see. All right, here comes the next one. Cool. Is it possible? Is it possible we turn into birds after death? Explain why or why not. Okay, here we go, guys. Start a poll. Next question, guys. I'm going to read it out loud to you guys. Is it possible that we turn into birds after death? And explain why or why not. I think majority of you know where I stand on this. I believe that we turn into birds after death. And the reason being, there's a lot more birds out there than there are humans. I do feel like we are able to watch over our loved ones after death. I'm a little biased, but even prior to, you guys know my dad passed away, but prior to even him passing, I used to think the same way. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Great People 13, what's going on? Yes, I'm taking this Sundar Pichai in the flesh. I'm taking a break from work. I'm just tired of it, man. I just need a little downtime. Plus, I also wanted to test out, YouTube live streaming, be a normal person like everybody else, But you have found me. What's up, Marky Mark in the house? Good to see you, brother. By the way, everyone in blue, I'm doing something different today where I'm going to focus more on the questions and entertain you guys, and I just want to see how that goes. So I'm going to keep on putting questions up because I have a ton of questions, but I never get through them. And they are interesting questions, I believe. But I never get to go through all the questions because I'm busy interacting. So if you guys in blue could interact, with the new people, greet them, and that'd be awesome. And if I do skip your messages, which is highly possible today because today is like an experimental day, how much coke you snort on a normal Monday? On Monday, just like, I'd say like maybe like 30 grams. I don't know, I take it light on Mondays. MST, hi, welcome, like the live. But by the way, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, please do. It really helps the channel. In Hinduism, the belief isn't that soul permanently becomes birds, but rather that the soul undergoes a journey of reincarnation. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Samsara based on karma, however, during ancestry. No, Sublime, I agree with that. I'm aware that that's the belief, but we don't know if that's factual, right? Hinduism could be completely wrong, with all due respect. We don't know. We don't know which, if these religions are even real. We have to just keep an open mind and just say, what if, right? Because everyone has created we have tons of religions, and everyone created, their own stories, and some of them stuck, some of them didn't, Some of them are believable, some of them are not. Some of them gets followers, some of them don't, But the whole purpose of religion is to keep a moral compass, right? Just to make you feel like, hey, I got to do the right thing because somebody is watching over me. But let's put all that aside and just answer the question, right? Is it possible that we turn into birds after death? And just that. Put your religion aside for a moment and just think about if that's possible. Shraddha, it is deeply believed that the spirits of the ancestors can temporarily manifest through birds, particularly crows, accept offerings and to bless their families. That is true. I have heard of that as well. Justin Samuel, where you been, brother? I haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? How's everything going, man? Hypothetical questions. I love hypothetical questions, guys. And this is the channel to come to. If you like hypotheticals, this is the place to be. During the night streams, I do stream twice a day. I stream during the day, usually 3:30 p.m. and in the evening, 9 p.m. And during the night one, I usually post most of the questions. And during the day one, it's kind of like a meet and greet where I get to know everybody. But today I'm just experimenting with something a little different. So if you feel like subbing up, please do so. I think you'll enjoy it over here. I have a moron compass. I don't doubt that, Mark. Arun Mitapuri, what's going on? Nirmala in the house. What's up, Nirmala? Thank you so much for being here. Arun Mitapara, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, and Aapka Swagat. Had your lunch? I did. I had biryani, chicken biryani. No scientific proof of reincarnation is true or not. Yeah, I'm not asking you for proof. Nobody's saying anything about proof. I'm asking you your belief. Is it possible? Can you basically fathom that is possible? Let's just say, you pass away eventually and you remember this live stream and you're like, damn, man, Hardik did post that question, and here I am flying in the air, soaring through the air or on a branch, perked on a branch. I have seen so much scientific proof from the public and believe there's a scientific proof of it. What's up, Mega? God makes miracles. Kyle, what is a compass? Blue Okay, in my Hinduism belief, that's possible. Yeah, I think it's highly possible. I mean, we only have 12 votes, so we're not getting much drive-by votes on that one, but I want to get it to at least 20 because I feel like that would be a fair number to get what your thoughts are. And the reason I like to ask these questions is I also want to see how many people can also stretch their kind of like be open-minded to just be like, hey, maybe it's possible, you know? We don't know. Nobody has the answer to death, what happens in the afterlife, you know? So the people that say not possible, they're firm, but it could be for many reasons, right? It could be, and I would love for you to like explain if you're not possible, like why you believe that. But I would feel like the 54% that said not possible would probably say it only because of religious beliefs, like that's like ingrained. So it kind of prevents. They feel like if they do say it's possible, then they feel like they're kind of going against their religious beliefs. But you're not. This is just a question, like what if? San Staten, what's going on? Shout out to Staten Island. Nice of you to join. Welcome. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? I'm doing great, San Staten. Glad you're here. Welcome. How's your day going? Seven Heart Luke, we are on the way with Weed and Jessica. It's bang bang time. I like bang bang time. Karen, what's up, Karen? Some people do a lot of Gyan Pelna. Maybe it's possible that death is the end and there's nothing beyond it. Absolutely. 100%. Maybe, Sublime. I mean, well, I'm going to go on to the next question very soon, as soon as we get to 20. But that's going to give us a further idea of what everyone's thoughts is. And now look, even if we get a majority vote, obviously that doesn't give us any evidence or whatever, but it gives us a little insight as to how most humans think, you know. So I just find it interesting to see, to kind of see where you guys are at. Gunal Husainova. Gunal Husainova, welcome to the live stream. Nice to have you here. She will stay tonight with you. All right, no problem. I am Sid. What's up, Sid? Not possible as there is no afterlife after death. What's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? Sadia in the house. King Kong, Titanic, Anaconda. Which religious group do you belong to? I am not religious. Napoleon, sorry. I'm not religious. I'm agnostic. I do believe in a higher power, but I am not religious. We were raised as Hindus, but I try to question beliefs. I definitely feel like there's a higher power. I have tested that higher power, and I know that I believe in the existence of that higher power, but. I was watching Mahabharata and Ramayana when I was young, and I was like, this makes no sense, man. These arrows are flying through like planets and all around Earth and stuff. I mean, it made no sense to me, and I think my questioning of my religion, the forced religion that my parents kind of, my mom mainly forced me to believe when I was younger, was that I think the forcing worked against me. Like, it was kind of like, why do I have to believe in this? And then when I was watching stuff, I was like, no, this doesn't make any sense, it just seems unbelievable, and then I was just like, what if there is nothing out there? And then that was like at a young age. And then at some point in my life, I was like testing that theory, and I kind of, to be honest, and I'm not too proud of this, but there was a point where I was upset at God, and I cursed God out, and I said, if you're there, do something. Let's see what you could do. And God showed me, So I wouldn't say God. I said the higher power. The higher power basically taught me a good lesson and made him or herself known, or itself known. But I do believe that there is something. I just don't know what it is. So that was a long-winded answer. But what's up, Sarvesh Kumar? DNA is programmable. In fact, it's technology named CRISPR. Oh, I'm invested in that, by the way, CRISPR. Mega Asif, can cure disease. Yep, I think so too, man. I believe that there's a cure even to cancer as well, but they hide all that stuff, That was the question yesterday, by the way, guys. Yesterday was, do you think that there is a cure for cancer and big pharma is basically suppressing it or keeping it hidden because it would be a loss for them? By the way, guys, if you haven't, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. I'm just going to mention it quickly because I do forget at times as well. Let's see, Napoleon, what are you saying in that question? Do you know the story? No, I do not know that story, Mega Asif. Let me get to the Hinduism. I have a branch of atheism. Yeah, there's so many beliefs out there. I just, I think I hesitate. Hania, what's up, Hania? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to have you here. Napoleon, what's up? My English ain't that good. I meant death is inevitable, so you will figure it out yourself the day you die. Why waste your precious moments right now into dwelling into such topics? That's a great question, Napoleon. And the reason is because we're Homo sapiens. You know, we're supposed to think and reason, not just be like, all right, whatever happens, happens, you know. We were designed this way to question things. I think that we're not robots to do as we're programmed. We were given the ability to think and reason. So why not use it? There's no harm in using it. It only helps you. It doesn't harm you in any way. Let's see. Religion and dharma are two different things. Religion includes rituals and beliefs, whereas dharma refers to the laws of the universe. And then let's go. All right, Shani, welcome. All right, guys. So we have 24 votes. Now I'm going to go to the end of this, and then we're going to go to the next question. Is it possible we turn into birds after death? Explain why or why not. Humans are the only creatures that can make hypothetical. Exactly, Sublime. And that's the way we were designed, right? We're designed to question. I mean, I feel like it's kind of, for lack of a better word, I feel like it's I'm trying to put it in a nice way, man. Ignorant. Not to question things and just like be like, what if? Related to your poll, Google is working on a project simulation of fruit fly, kind of cloning fruit fly neural net. Dude, that is awesome, man. But I'm well aware of that, being Sundar Pichai and all. Mega Asif. Vijay Neetu, what's up? All right, guys. So to conclude this question and move on to the next one, is it possible we turn into birds after death? Explain why or why not. We have 46% of you say it's possible. 54% of you are like, absolutely not. That's pretty crazy. But it was almost 50-50, but that's good to know. Let me take a picture of that and I'm going to move on to the next question, guys. Hold on right there. All right, guys, next question. Let's see. All right, next question. Next question, guys, is, do you believe we have a soul? Now, usually, guys, I try to stay away from questions like this only because I know a lot of people's, why is your username H-Security? It's for human security or Hardik security. Do you believe we have a soul? So, I know some people are quick to jump on the religion bandwagon with questions like these, which is why, like, I usually never ask these questions. But let's try to keep religion out of it and just answer it. Like, do you believe that there's something inside of us that, let's just say, a soul that's there, that we can't record? There's no evidence of it, right? You can watch YouTube videos where you could see like a small like flutter when someone dies. I forgot what you call that. There's a name for it, but I've seen YouTube videos on that where the moment that someone dies, this little orb basically just rises from the body and floats to the land of unknown. But I believe that we do have a soul. I know some people believe that after you die, that's it. It's done, and there is no soul at all. But yeah, I strongly believe that there is a soul. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. And if you guys don't mind telling me why, like if you put no, type in no and why you believe that way. If you feel like yes, type in yes and tell me why you think that way. That'll give me a better understanding, because I'm here to learn as well, right? I'm not here just to post the questions, but I also like the stimulation myself as much as you guys do. So fill me in, so I'm aware as well. Fill me in doesn't sound too good, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? So please tell me your thoughts as well. And while you guys answer that question, I'll give you a brief tour of the backyard. Hang on. Turn that around. All right, and we're back. So now let's read what you guys had to say. MST agreed, brain neural chip. Oh yeah, that was another topic, the brain neural chip. Mega, you know what? I think you're gonna like it here because that's the stuff we like to discuss over here. I honestly believe that animals also have souls. So do I, Connie. Sana, what's up, Sana? That's a nice name. The soul is who you are, while the spirit is how you connect to God. Okay, that's a good one. Meow, hello, what is the stream about? Meow, you can read the channel description, but welcome. I've seen you here before. I personally believe in the energy, nonetheless, where we came from. That's kind of flourish top of my animals are pure soul. What does it matter whether we believe it or not? If it is there, then it's there. If it's not, then we're not. Well, Vipul, I mean, like I said this earlier. Why not question it? What harm does it do to just question it? Just to gauge where we are, what the way that we think. It's just intellectual conversations. We're humans. We're designed to think. So I don't see any harm in asking these questions. It just gives me a better understanding of what the things that we share. Like it opens the doors to a lot of questions, and these are questions that. I'll be surprised if you go through your entire life and not think of these things. I would be shocked. But they are age-old questions that occurs like when a loved one passes away, or So I'll catch you on your later live. Sounds good, Blue. See you later. What's your name, dear? My name is Hardik. Spirituality, really completely independent things. I don't believe in it because if souls exist, then since the creation of life existed trillions of million organisms, that would mean there exist trillions and trillions. Exactly. So there could be though, right, Sid? It's still possible. You can't just say it doesn't exist at all. But you could. I don't believe if souls exist, then since then creation of life, there have existed trillions and trillions of organisms. So that would mean, yeah. But Sid, the previous question to this is, when we pass away, when we die, do we turn into birds, right? And it was almost 50-50 where some people said, so I think I should have asked this question first, because it is possible. There's a lot more birds out there than there are humans, Let's see, I am Sid, doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't make any sense, but this is where we're just trying to brainstorm. I recommend you listen to Osho. I have, man. Osho is awesome, Sublime. I really like that dude, man. He's a very intelligent guy. I agree with a lot that he says. If you guys don't know about Osho, I highly recommend checking him out. He has a great philosophical way of explaining things and the way that he thinks as well. Why birds? I'd rather be an elephant. Who knows, right? But so let's just see. 87. Okay, now this is. I want to get to 20 votes and then move on to the next question. But that is crazy. That 87%. Do believe that we do have souls, and my vote is not even in there. I don't know why it doesn't allow me to vote. Just because I put up the question, I can't be included. I gotta report to headquarters and tell them to change that shit. It's not right. I'm a bird. I want to fly away. Lenny Kravitz. I remember it now. Stuck on that song. She's a fairy. Just speaking of A bird just flies right in front of the camera. That's pretty crazy. I want to be an amoeba. All right, so we are at 15 votes. I am now going to get to the next question. If you guys haven't locked in your votes, please do so. And also, don't forget to double tap that screen. I know I forget sometimes, so I just want to remind you guys, when we die, we spend eternity with Jesus Christ. God. Okay. 4 more votes, guys. I said no. We are just meat bags with the personality. Our souls is just energy from the Big Bang. We just return that energy when we die. Well, how do we return that energy, Mark, if we don't have a soul? Wouldn't the soul contain our energy that we have to return? And I kind of already read that. I'm glad you participated as well, because sometimes you don't, but I do believe that we return that energy back to the earth. Just like I feel like our body is our vessel, right? We all are given this vessel, and we kind of have to, well, this is just my personal belief, right? So don't like attack me for it or whatever. I believe that we have to return this vessel, whether we bury it, whether we cremate it, in any method that we design, you know, religiously you believe or whatever. But it's kind of like you have to return this vessel back, and you know, you gotta. I feel like you should like keep your body in the best shape as possible, so you return it back better than, you know, in the best condition you could possibly give it back in. Mark, my energy always returns to the Big Bang. Yes, and my theory is with the Big Bang as well. So I definitely, I'm on the same page as you. When I see that word, it's like, all right, we do have some sort of connection where I love how we all humans designed to think, such diversity in beliefs. Personally, I consider myself an agnostic. Same here, Napoleon. And my concept of divine isn't bound by man-made concepts such as number or form. 100% Napoleon. I'm the same exact way. Even though your body changes over time, you will still experience yourself as the same person, which some see as evidence of a soul. I'd rather some people not even return their weird energy. MST, I can't agree more with that. I mean, their energy should just be wasted. It shouldn't even exist. Unfortunately, we don't know what happens to that, but that is quite funny, though. Let me get to the next question. We got 18, 2 more votes, and then I'm going to move on to the next one. Vipul says, "Is this world a simulation?" I believe that we are in a simulation of some sorts. I have my own theories, which I will share with you. I have actually someone working on JJ Knott. He's a member over here. He's a sub over here. He's a moderator on here, and he's a graphics, like he creates like graphics trailers. And he's actually taking that theory and making it into a visual trailer, which I think is going to be pretty exciting. Kyle, the hip thrust Olympics. And maybe because Hardik, we both belong to the same kind. Could be, Napoleon. It could be. Made you smile. Yes, you did, MST. You always do. Hit that like button, guys, if you haven't. We have 18 votes. I think it's time to move on to the next question, guys. So I'm going to drop this question, but before I do, I'm just going to take a quick picture of it so that I can post it on the night stream as well. Because we have a different crew at the night in the evening than we do in the day. And today is more of a, I keep on repeating myself, but it's kind of experimental because I'm not reading every single message. I'm going to try to read what I can, but I want to get the questions out there because that's what I originally created this channel for, you know, like, so I want to see how that goes. All right, next question, guys. Hello, how are you? I do believe we are all old souls reborn. Okay, so you believe in reincarnation, then? I wish you were here for the previous question. It was, is it possible we turn into birds after life, in the afterlife? Explain why or why not. All right, so now I'm going to go on to the next question. Here we go. Let me drop this one. 20 votes. 90% said yes. 10% said no. So majority of us believe that there is a soul. That's interesting to know, guys. And I think it's, you know, we had quite a few people who basically said, no, we don't have a soul. And I'm sure when you see that number, you're like, holy shit, you know, like all of you do believe in that? Like, there's got to be some sort of backing that you guys have, you know? So it does play with your mind a little bit. And then who knows, maybe it starts like you go down a rabbit hole, start researching it and stuff, but that's the whole point. Would you consider yourself an I got to be a little more diligent with the question because yesterday, would you consider yourself an open book or secret? Okay. Here's the next question, guys. Would you consider yourself an open book? Let's make this question a little bigger. Would you consider yourself an open book or secretive? And, you know, I kind of wish I put a third option there because I know a lot of you people, when you see questions like this, okay, let's see. Kyle says wide open like his legs. Tangy, both. Yeah, I kind of figured a lot of you would say both. Like, let's just say if you're close with somebody, then you're an open book. But I want to know majority of the times, if you had to pick one, you have to side with one. Which one would you consider yourself? I'm definitely an open book only with the closest ones, but I'd say majority of the time I'm secretive. Like, unless you really, really know me, that's only the time where I'm just going to be an open book. But otherwise, like, I prefer to be secretive. I'm pretty open with you guys. I'd say 60% open with you guys. You know, there's that 40% that I think as time goes on, as we get closer, you know, I'll be like, Kyle, the legs. What's up, Holmes thing? I think the book's halfway open. Yeah, okay, yeah, same here, MST. I'm the same way. I feel like it's only open to people I trust and are close to. Fair enough, Tangy Dove, and welcome, by the way. I used to consider myself an open book, but I recently am very guarded in my life. I'm struggling, not gonna lie. Where is the love? I feel like everybody goes through that phase, you know? I definitely went through that phase where I was extremely secretive. Then I was like, that cardinal came again. And then I went through a time where I was just like, you know, I don't understand why I'm being so secretive. I'm going to start being a little more talkative and a little more social and a little more let people know. And then I was like, no, that's not really me, you know? So I prefer being secretive. I prefer being a closed book in general, but open to only those that are closest to me. And even then, not fully open. I'd say like, you know what's weird? It goes with the next question, which is why I'm trying not to say too much. But I kind of feel like, you guys ever feel, maybe I'm like the only one, but I wanted to get a poll on this question. Like with good news, do you guys share your good news with everybody? Or do you feel like, I guess I want to know, do you kind of hold back from telling people good news because you feel like you could jinx it? So in the Hindu religion, right? And you guys know that I'm not religious, right? But there's something called nazar, right? Nazar is like when you get the eye, when let's just say somebody sees that you're doing really well in life, you're rich, you have a new car, you have a nice big house, and they admire you so much that they give you that eye, and it could be intentional or it could be unintentional, but it basically is kind of like a curse. And that curse, look, these are all superstitious stuff, right? But I don't know if it exists, you know, but I'm just like, all right, if it does, I could just keep my mouth shut. I have no problem with keeping my mouth shut about certain things, you know. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. It was going to be my next question, but I guess, you know, if you answered the question already, you could also answer that as well, you know, so it'll be like a two-part thing. But also elaborate on when you're an open book or when you're secretive, just like how Tangy did, or that 40% is your bank account details. Yeah, exactly. Sublime. 100% with that, man. I'd say anything to do with wealth or with my family, that stuff I keep hidden from you guys. I mean, that stuff you don't need to know. I'm 50-50 about your question, but you got to pick one, man. Vayu in the house. What's going on, Vayu? Sasriya Akal, man. Hello, HS and everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm incredibly busy today, but I'm just leaving a message and a like. Thank you all. I hope each one of you has a fantastic day ahead. Thanks a lot, brother. First day of his business. Best of luck. Hope you kicked ass, man. And thanks so much for dropping that like and just saying hi. Einstein here. Are you Indian? Yes, I am. Hey, Einstein. Mohit. What's going on, Mohit? Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, and Aapka Swagat, man. Vijay, welcome to the live stream. Napoleon. Let me see. Mohit in the house. Orphanage kid in the house. Can I vote or not? Of course, Mohit. I want everyone to vote. And tell me what you guys think about Nazar, which is like the evil eye. You know, like how, let's just say somebody admires you and they intentionally or unintentionally basically curse you because they want what you have. And, you know, like, do you believe in the, what do you call that? In the, it's something eye, the black eye or the red eye? I don't know. The evil eye, guys. I only sometimes share my good news with others because I'm fearing someone, but someone is just too lethargic about it. I only sometimes share my good news with others, not because of fearing someone, but because okay, got it. Because you're just lazy about sharing the good news. I share good news with people I'm close to. Others get vague answers, and some things I don't tell at all. Yeah, I'd say I'm the same way. I share good news with people who I know would be genuinely happy for me. Like that's what my dad, you know, my dad was just like, no matter what, you know, your parents are always rooting for you. They want to see you. Once they're gone, that's when you realize that they're the people that wish you the best. Like they want to truly see you succeed. And then, I mean, you can even have siblings, and siblings can even get jealous, you know, like if you're making it, you know, like even though they don't want to get jealous, you know, but they can. But your parents, no matter what, are usually always rooting for you. Like, you know, they hear that, you know, you did really well, or you got a promotion, or you're having another child, or you're moving into a larger house, or, you know, you hit the lotto, or whatever it is. They're just like, damn, you know, my child did it, you know? But yeah. And with friends, not so much, man. You know, with friends, you have to pick that certain few, you know, where that you know wish well for you and they want to see you succeed or are rooting for you or believe in you, like really, you know. You guys get what I'm saying. I'm not gonna, sometimes I over elaborate. I don't believe in Nazar because I have been putting Nazar on Adani for over 5 years now. And he's kidding. That's funny, Sid. You know, sometimes that Nazar backfires, right? If Nazar is real, I don't want. But MST, have you ever heard of the evil eye? People give me the stink eye all the time. Cubans believe that too. Mal de ojo. No good news is news. Why the evil eye? Blue. By the way, guys, if you haven't, please hit that like button. Really helps the channel. Yeah, I believe in the evil eye, so I prefer not to share most of my good news. I only share it with people close to me, like my mom and my dad. Yep, I think a lot of people are like that. My mother seeded doubt of Nazar. Otherwise, I used to care what put a ugly Nazar on me. Bro, please tell me what your nickname, and then I'll quote, I call you only bro. Okay, my nickname is Hardik. Hardik. Mohit. K.I. Yay. Why does the raw chicken meat don't have blood though? Because they drain it. They drain the blood and then they package it. Goes through a whole washing process. If you go on YouTube and you search it, you know, how it's made, they show you exactly how the machines like basically skin it and clean it out all the way from the beginning to beginning to end. Sorry guys, it was getting a little windy over here. All right, we got 16 votes. 25% of you said you're an open book. 24% of you say you're an open book. 76% of you say you're secretive. Now, if you have to pick one, I would be on the secretive side with majority of you. It keeps on going down. Open book keeps on going down. You said it correctly. H sounds like Osho. Hey, thanks a lot, Connie. Appreciate it. Queen Ninja. I do like Osho a lot. Hello to Blue. What is your tea night? My tea night? What's up, Queen Ninja? I don't know what that means. I don't have tea at night. Mohit Chada, that's awesome. Like the live, guys. If you haven't, please do hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Yo, hi, man. I love your vibes. Hey, thanks a lot, William. Willie Hatman. Good to have you on here. Welcome. I know we have a lot of new people on here, and I think you'll definitely enjoy the channel if you like these questions. Usually I try to just do a meet and greet during the day, but I wanted to give you guys a little preview as to what it's like on the evening stream. Welcome Deepfake, Queen Ninja, Sublime as always here. So what's up, Sublime? Punani, I heard it for the first time. Oh, you never heard of Punani before, man? Come on, that's an old word. Yeah, so I mean, this is what we do in the night stream. If you guys, in case you guys haven't noticed, I'm sure a lot of you haven't noticed, I did change my channel description because this channel is always evolving as, you know, as each day goes by. I try to think of new ways to do things. But the question thing has always been what I wanted to do, but I just didn't have the audience in the beginning. So now it's building up, which is awesome. And I feel like people are interactive. Whereas in the beginning, I used to post up these questions and I would not get any interaction whatsoever. So I gave up on it. And then now I'm back into it. And I have a ton of them, guys, a ton of them. I usually can't get through them because I'm usually busy reading comments. So today I'm trying to read the comments as well, but I want to mostly focus on the questions. So try to get your answers in, and then we'll just do a quick rundown on it. Bro, can I ask you one question? Of course, Mohit. You can always ask me, man. You don't even have to preface it that way. I was kidding, Vijay. Okay, so do you explore whole America or not? I've been domestically. I have been to quite a few places, but not enough. I mean, I'm more interested in visiting other countries than I am visiting all of America, the U.S. What's up, Maria? Good to see you here, Maria. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. But all right, so now that we have 21 votes, I want to basically conclude this question and then move on to the next one. Would you consider yourself an open book or secretive? 32% of you are an open book. 68% of you are secretive. And I'm on the secretive side as well. I think when you're an open book, you kind of set yourself up where people kind of attack you for either being too open. I think there's no right or wrong answer, right? So I just prefer to be secretive because sometimes I just don't want to share, you know, my whole life. Oh yeah, a preview of tonight. I'm tingling in anticipation for excitement. Sometimes when you are an open book, you know, you kind of welcome people that you don't want in your life, you know. So you know, and also like I don't want everyone to know me. I mean, there's certain select few that I do invite into my world, but I feel like it's a privilege if I do let anyone into my world. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I just wanted to share that with you and then move on to the next question, guys. 38% is open book, 62% secretive. I'm secretive to certain people, but I'm open to some people that can trust only. All right, let me take a picture of it, and then we move on to one last question because I got to get some work done. So this is not going to be a long live stream, guys. But I will be streaming tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm always on twice a day. So you're welcome to subscribe if you like the channel. Obviously, no pressure. But we have 25 votes on this one. All right, so now let's move on to the next one. Oh, Now we're going to go on to a different topic, guys. Let's go on to approximate number of oh, you know what? I can't even put it over here. I gotta put it in the other question. Hold on, guys. Approximate number of books. Approximate number of books you have read in life. I think I've read about 10 books in life, 10 physical books in life, or maybe even online, but around that much. At least 15 HS verbal value. I do tend to put people to sleep, man. I wouldn't say Valium. I feel like Ambien. Ambien would be a better description than Mark. My kids, when they were little, all I had to do was just talk to them and they would just pass out. Even if I was singing, if I'm playing the guitar and I sing to them, my eldest one would just pass out. No option, no choice. Just imagine that's it, bro. Over 5. Damn, Mark. That is pretty crazy, man. But I didn't know it was that many, but I thought it was quite a bit because you are pretty well versed in a lot of topics. Even though it doesn't seem like it. I'm a bookworm. My favorite topic to read is about Greek mythology. Oh, that's cool, Connie. I feel like Greek mythology is it's very interesting. It's also, sorry about that, guys. Got in your face there, but I just want to get a little comfortable with it. Mark, comic books. Yeah, I've been staying awake mostly. Hang on, I want to read these comments since this is the last question, and then chit chat with you guys a little bit. Hang on, let's see. I think this is good. Now I could see the questions, or I could see the answers. All right, let's see. You know what, but I also want this. Hey, I've been staying awake mostly. Yeah, Trish. Usually I put Trish. Trish, you must be well rested, or maybe you had some Red Bull or something. I put Trish to sleep all the time. She's got to she takes Scotch tape and she usually opens her. She's got a tape to stay awake. Over 20 books, all right. Neither do Playboy magazines. How about you, Kyle? I don't know if I missed your answer. Honey Bun Buns. What's up, Honey Bun Buns? So many, but I'll never forget the first book I ever read. It was Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web is a good book. Sublime books are overrated. I think that I don't wish I read any more books. You know, I don't think I'll read another book. Books are just not my thing. Like I was kind of forced to read it for school, but I can't imagine myself. Well, who knows, right? Anytime I say I'm not going to do something or I'm not into it, there comes a time where I'm just like, all right, I gotta try it out, you know, and just see whether maybe now I like it. But I've tried doing that a couple of times in life, where I picked up a book and I was like, maybe I am a reader, you know. And then I get through a couple of pages and I'm like, no, you're still not a reader, Hardik. How many books do you first read? You tell me, bro. I've read 10 books, probably around 10 books in my entire life. Looking forward to your new Odyssey movie. Yeah, I can't wait, Connie. I'm really excited about that. Not many, bro. The Bible, some of the Quran, and a couple of... Jesus is King. That's awesome that you actually explored other religions just to further your education on that. I mean, it is interesting stuff. Not my kind of thing, but I give props to you for like exploring, like going down that rabbit hole, just to see it. You play Chaos. You play Chaos Goldblum. Well, the Bible only has 66 books. I didn't even know that. So like 80. You got some Forrest Whitaker eyelids. No, you know what it is, Eden? The reason is because I have to look at the bottom, right? So when I'm looking at the bottom, it looks like that. But if I were to hold it like this and I look at the camera, I'm not that droopy-eyed in real life. Or maybe I am. Maybe I should be like this, right? Maybe this is how I'm going to read the questions, guys. That was a good one, honey. Give you guys some nightmares. Probably like 30 for me. Soham, Jai Shri Ram to you. Vijay Neetu vlog back in the house. Nice to see you. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, and Aapka Swagat. It's halftime show with the match. Yeah, I gotta watch it, man. I was overnight security guard during uni. The smartphones didn't exist. So it was either rub one out every 50 minutes or read. I think I would have done the former. I was reading Wizard's First Rule in middle school. The majority have Calvin and Hobbes. Mine are Calvin and Hobbes. I read more books versus watching movies. I guess movies just seemed, it was just so much easier to do. That's why I preferred to watch movies. So I think it's kind of like, it's lazy, and plus like, here's my problem. When I would read, this is why I always felt like I had ADHD. Whenever I read something and then I put the book away, I think I absorbed it all. And I put the book away, and the next day I try to read that book. And I remember this happening during like school. And I would pick up the book again, go to the bookmark, turn to that page, and I'd be like, shit, I don't remember everything that happened, and I want to make sure that I have it down perfectly. That could have been just because I'm a little bit too much of a perfectionist, where I want to know every single detail, and then I want to go back and then read it over again, or it's that I just forget some things, but then I would never get through the book, and then I would end up getting the Cliff Notes, You guys remember Cliff Notes, right? During those days when no ChatGPT was available or Google wasn't available, and I started reading with my head starts aching and I feel sleepy. I've read 4 academic books throughout physics, and I also actually read 2 books on math as well. Those books contain around 1,000 questions in them, probably. Amelia Bedelia. I remember reading Amelia Bedelia to my eldest daughter. Goosebumps. Goosebumps I was never into. Goosebumps reminds me of B.F. Shivers. I have 2 books going on now. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck and The Long Walk. By the way, guys, for the mods, I did put a Discord up on my channel. It is only open to the mods. Maybe at a later point, we'll do it for subscribers as well, like another separate chat room for the subs. But for now, I just want to keep in touch with the mods. So if you do have Discord, please add yourself on there so that we can just get on the same page. Because I do have some ideas to just remain a little more organized. As you guys know, we do have a lot of mods, more than we absolutely need. But I don't have the heart to demod, because a lot of you guys have been here since the beginning. I like seeing you guys in blue. So. But yeah, definitely check out the Discord link and add me on there when you do have a chance. France in trouble? Oh man, I thought France was gonna win, bro. Mark, have you read Terry Goodkind? Mark, the first book on Spain is Cooking. What country are you from? Aditya, this is the USA. This is New York. Let me give you a quick preview, guys. Hang on one second. Let me shut off the... Hang on one second. That's the background. In the evening, I do stream in the garage where you can see my bike, the Mark. Which country are you from? Honey Bummer, you look like John Seda. I've never heard that one before, John Seda. I usually get Jeff Goldblum or Sundar Pichai from Google, the CEO. Yeah, Defense is so good. Hi Sadia, Lord of the Rings, Confused Childhood to Now, many books I read. Well, there are apps that are, okay, got it. Yeah, but that counts as well. I remember my first book, I'd say even audiobooks do count. I mean, yeah, audiobooks do count because you're not reading it, but you are listening to an entire book. I remember my first book in primary school was called Look. Every page I just said look, and I would struggle with every page. Piers Anthony is my favorite. 22 books, Mad Max. You have like an accurate count, Mad Max. Let's see, first book stories. I remember, what was it? To Kill a Mockingbird. That was one of the books. That was with Atticus, right? Atticus Finch. That was a good book. Whipping Boy, that was another school-assigned book, which I found kind of dumb. But I'd say my favorite book that I read was later on in life, and that was not for school. I think whenever I was forced into something, that was my problem. I'm just a rebellious person by nature, where if I'm forced to do something, I won't enjoy it. But when I read something on my own time, which was The Millionaire Next Door by Robert Kiyosaki, that book I found interesting. There was one other book, I can't remember the name of it, which was a very interesting book. It was more of a philosophical book. And I happened to read that when I had my first breakup. Matt, are you finished yet? I think they're still making them. Oh, it's definitely not. Been added to Discord. Where you've been added? You've been added to HS. No, if you go to my channel description, you'll see it on Discord. By the way, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, please do so. Just reminding you, because I do forget myself sometimes. The garden is very big. Yeah, it's nice out here, man. Mohit. It's very peaceful out here with the birds chirping. You should be filming your neighbor's house like that behind you. They may want. You should not be filming your neighbor's house like that behind you. They may want to probably see in their hut. Yeah, Blue lives in that hut right there. Your garden looks spacious. You know, but Matt, I think you're trying to be someone else who always says that. Connie, when I used to commute to public transportation, if I finished the book, I'd leave it for someone to find. And dude, that is pretty awesome, Mark. I like that, man. Dude, if I found a book like that, I would be so intrigued to read it. I'd be like, this was a sign for me. You know, just to have, it's like that message in a bottle, you know? You guys remember that song? What was that? Police? Message in a Bottle? Great Expectations, Odyssey, Romeo and Juliet. Matt, they're proud of that hut. It used to be made of straw. It's a great idea, Mark. That is a great idea. I really like that one. Yo, do you do martial arts? Yes, I did do martial arts, Freddie. I did a little bit of Taekwondo. Taekwondo I did the most of. Then I did a little Hapkido, dabbled in a little bit of that. A few other martial arts as well. They built such a good house to get labeled it as a hut. Was it your measurements on the note? I wouldn't be surprised if Mark left a picture of his, on there as well. Yo, do you do martial? Yeah, I answered that question, Freddie. I don't do it actively now. I did it when I was younger. Mark, was the note I wanted to add to the book club? I'm going to sleep. It's 1:30 a.m. Good night, Vijay. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. I know it's late in India. So thanks again. Good to see you on here. I will be on again at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can always subscribe and turn your notifications on. I promise I won't hit you up with a whole bunch of notifications. I only do, you'll only see it during the live streams or some shorts. The only arts Hardik does is eating crayons and glue. Don't forget glue, man. Elmer's glue. Always good to see you, Vijay. All right, guys. It's been 1 minute and 9 minutes. I'm thinking, should I do one more question? I'll do one more final question, and then we'll conclude it. All right? Because this was actually really good. Here we go. Let's do one final one. to end the stream so that we do an hour and a change. But this was a good stream. I feel like I know I missed out on a lot of comments, but it was, at least I got more questions up on that. So we'll just see how that goes. Replace. Okay. Do you consider yourself more of a do-it-yourself person or no? I do. Here's the next question, guys. Would you consider yourself more of a do-it-yourself person or no? I do it myself mostly. I prefer to pay someone. Good night, Vijay. I'm definitely addicted to the streams. I need to fix or start to get. Yeah, I've been cutting down, by the way, with my lifetime. I'm not with my lifetime as well. Like I'm sticking to a certain time. Like I'd like to get to that 1 hour and a half mark. Before I was like kind of focused on the number of likes. I was like, all right, let me just try to get that 50 burger. And now I'm just like I kind of want to keep it interesting, and if I don't get that traction, it's all right, There's going to be another stream anyway. Some are going to be hits, some are going to be misses, and I'm okay with that, But I also feel like I don't get enough questions up on there that I'd like to. So yeah, I'm on the same boat as you, Matt, but I gotta cut down on that as well. Nikki, LOL, Kyle, definitely love seeing. We're just as bad, Connie. Do it yourself, do it best. Exactly, Connie. I like that mentality. And you get more satisfaction out of it. Second half. All right, Matt, catch you later, brother. Guys, we do have, I didn't give Matt, I had Matt pinned before, but guys, I have Matt Noah over here. That's the channel, that's like headquarters for us. That's where we go. That's how he helped me start up this channel. I know there's only 12 of you in here, majority of you are mods, but please subscribe to my good friend Matt over there. He really helped me out with my channel. We all hang out on his channel. Great person, very, very interesting to hear his perspective on life. So definitely check him out. Good evening. What's up, Amy? Amy, we're at the last question, and then we're ending the live stream. We're good to see you. I do it myself. I have to ask for help. Then I got no choice. Okay, got it. Yeah, I feel like when you have YouTube at your fingertips, where you could basically YouTube anything. How to do an oil change, how to mow your lawn, how to get lines on your lawn, how to paint properly, how to install drywall, or cut drywall, or how to build something. The answers are all in front of you. So that's what I try to get my daughter to do more of. She's slowly getting there. But yeah, my wife definitely, I wouldn't say she's a DIYer. If I wasn't around, she would definitely be more of a just pay for someone to do everything. So yeah, I like to DIY it. I feel like it definitely comes out better. And I've tried that method many times where I try to hire somebody and it just doesn't come out the way that I want it to come out. Good night, Mark. I do what I can. Good night, Mark. Mark's not going to bed. It's almost the same time. I do what I can, no more, no less. JK, definitely do it yourself. If you can't do it, destroy it, and rage. I prefer to do things myself. However, I do hire out certain projects now. Yeah, but that's, Trish, you do it only because of physical capabilities right now. So I don't even know if that's going to be like a permanent thing or maybe it's just going to be temporary. But you seem like more of a DIYer. Later, Matt, hello, Amy, Matt, a mix of both. I like to balance of teamwork and independent where context matters for me. I'm an adaptive person. That's really cool. Another thing I've realized about myself is before I used to always rely, I would prefer, like, I would ask my daughter to help me out. Um, and she doesn't like helping out. Neither does my wife. And I would get angry at them. I'd be like, what the heck, like, I'm building this for us. Why aren't you guys helping me with these things? And then I guess I was kind of forced to work alone. And I actually enjoy working alone. Even though it's tedious to do all those things, it does take a longer amount of time. But I think it's more peaceful, more therapeutic for me when I do it on my own. I've YouTube how to fix a sink. Oh, that's awesome, MST, and it worked. Yeah, and the feeling that you get is awesome at that point. Second half. Let me see if I missed any. I prefer to do things on my own. Let me see. Does size matter? Always good to see Vijay. That's the message I should post. Hang on, guys. Guys, I posted my good friend Matt on the bottom. Definitely sub up to his channel. Very interesting channel. He does ask amazing questions like, does size matter? He's busy watching the World Cup right now, but he will be going live probably. Maybe later today he'll bless us with his presence. The only arts Hardik does is eating crayons. Mark wanted to add it. All right, guys. So that concludes this live stream. I would have helped you if I would have helped you if I were in their place. Yeah, but some people just don't like to. I definitely do it yourself. Right. But you are right. Right now I have to hire things out because, well, you already know exactly. I want to do things by myself, but I want to do things by myself, but too lazy at same time. Can't hire anyone else because I am broke. I think being broke sometimes works in your favor because you're forced to do things. But then again, it could be a rebellious nature where you're forced to do things so you hate it more. But if you embrace it and you're like, all right, you know what? I'm learning something new. And then after you complete that project, you're like, damn, man, I did that myself, all by myself when I knew nothing about it. And it's like another notch on your belt, and the amount that it helps you out later on in the future is crazy. Where you can also you can gift that knowledge to your kids, prep them for the future when you do have kids, So it all does come in handy. All right, guys, I am going to end this live stream right now. Ibu Tuwai, yo, I'm here now watching on break at work. Unfortunately, I am going to be ending the live. Please hit that like button if you haven't. I will be on again at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day at work, Ibu. Special shout out to Connie, Matt, Kyle, Om, Amy, Trish, Mark, all of you guys, Blue, for all of you, for being here early and for always being a part of the live stream. Appreciate all of you, and I will catch you on the next one. I do want to just read these things. I never like to do my stuff on my own. It takes a lot of time to do things that don't really need skills, or you feel like you don't need those skills. Well, just try it out. I feel like you got to experiment in life, right? Give it a shot and see how you feel, Pichkari. Later Mark, I've only lived 3/4 of my life in poverty before suddenly things improved a little. Which is great for you, man, but never forget your roots. All right, guys, I'm going to be ending the live stream. I will catch you again at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for handling, everyone in blue for handling the channel and for making it what it is. It's constantly evolving. And I'll catch you later. Love and respect to all of you. Take care.